Welcome to the first Tech Sunday Funday of December. This year has gone by in an absolute flash. If you're enjoying the series, then a like and subscribe will go a long way in supporting the channel. Anyway, let's kick it off with Apple Music Replay and Spotify Wrapped. If you're a Spotify user, you've probably heard of Spotify Wrapped. It's the end-of-year summary of all of your listening habits, and it's become one of my favorite features of Spotify, as it lets you be a little bit introspective of the year you've had. You don't need to feel left out if you're an Apple Music user. Apple Music has something similar called Apple Music Replay, which is their take on Spotify Wrapped. Earlier this week, both Apple Music Replay and Spotify Wrapped 2023 went live. Since I'm a user of both Apple Music and Spotify, you can see how they compare. They both offer the usual stats like your total listening minutes, favorite songs, artists, don't judge me, I really like Billie Eilish, and your favorite genres. As you can probably tell, Apple Music Replay still has some catching up to do with Spotify Wrapped. It's not as insightful, polished, or as fun as Spotify's. For one, you can only access it through the web, and not in-app, which feels clunky. Spotify Wrapped is also more fun. It feels like a game show. It has more nuanced insights, comparing your habits to other listeners, digging into the type of listener you are, and it allows you to share your Spotify Wrapped with friends and family. My excitement level for this is an 8 out of 10. I always really love these end of year summaries. It allows me to look at the last year I've had through the lens of music. And for me, music is a huge part of my life, so I can look back and reflect over the sort of year I've had. I think Spotify is definitely leading the way here. The insights are more insightful, and you feel more connected to the artists you've been listening to. Saying that, Apple Music Replay has still come a long way since its inception. You can access Apple Music Replay now through music.apple.com/replay, and for Spotify, you can find Spotify Wrapped in-app now. Vinyl listening and wireless speakers don't normally go together. Yes, there are some Bluetooth speakers out there, but I think they kind of defeat the purpose of vinyl, as the music ends up being heavily compressed. ATD2, what a fun name, has just launched their latest product, the ATD2 Stream, which aims to streamline the process of streaming vinyl audio to wireless speakers without compromise. You plug a vinyl player into the ATD2 Stream, and it converts your analog audio to a high-quality digital stream that can be played over Wi-Fi to your wireless speaker of choice. It also supports multi-room audio if you want to stream your vinyl across the whole house. My excitement level for this is an 8 out of 10. I think the A2D2 Stream will make vinyl listening accessible to a completely new audience. This is perfect for those who already own a wireless speaker and just want a simple, fuss-free vinyl setup. You can order it now for £149 and it will start shipping in December. YouTube is your one-stop shop for watching content, so why not expand it to one of the other biggest entertainment industries? Gaming, of course. If you're a paid YouTube subscriber, then you now have access to a small mini-game library, currently standing at 37 games. Don't expect any big budget games here. These are very much mobile games designed to help you pass time. My excitement for this is a 4 out of 10. This might be a little unfair, but as a gamer, these quick mini games do absolutely nothing for me. Once upon a time, I might have enjoyed these kind of games, but I just see them as a waiting for the bus kind of game, which is fine, just not exciting. YouTube Playables are available to YouTube Premium subscribers right now. The automated smartphone has been a pipe dream showcased in sci-fi movies of yesteryear. Unfortunately, expectation rarely lines up with reality. Current smart home systems are not very smart, very expensive, and buggy to use. Perhaps it will be Ikea that changes this with their new trio of smart home sensors. The Parasol, Valhorn, and Badgering, which are all priced around $10, which is exceptionally reasonable. The Parasol sensor, which costs €10, mounts to a door or window and triggers an action when either is opened or closed to help you alert you of intruders. The Valhorn sensor is a motion sensor which costs €8 and can be used indoors or outdoors. This is perfect if you need to go to the toilet in the middle of the night and want to trigger some ambient hallway lighting. The Badgering is a water sensor and costs €10 and has a built-in siren to let you know if a tsunami has hit your house, or if your washing machine has leaked. Unfortunately, at this moment, Ikea's latest trio of sensors don't support Matter, although they say it will do in the future, which means it's not going to play nicely with other smart home device manufacturers. My excitement for this is a 5 out of 10. I've used many smart home devices over the years, and not a single one of them has met my expectations. They've always been clunky to use, hard to set up, and expensive. I hope Ikea's execution is better, but I don't think it will succeed until it introduces Matter support, which is an open source connectivity standard for smart home devices. Ikea's smart home sensors are available in January 2024. Ayaneo are probably best well known for creating portable gaming handhelds. They've been creating Steam Deck-like devices years before the Steam Deck was even a thing. The latest device is something a little different though. It's a Macintosh-inspired mini PC called the AM01. So what can you do with this little PC? Well, it's not particularly powerful, so it won't be replacing your laptop or desktop setup, unless all you do is web-based. Still, it makes for a perfect little retro gaming PC, or a cute little media server. My excitement for this is a 7 out of 10, which is entirely driven by how cute this little thing is. I don't need a portable gaming retro device, I've already got my Steam Deck for that, and I have no use for a media server. But I can't deny I still kind of want one. It's available to back on Indiegogo now, starting at $149. Please note that backing anything on Indiegogo is a risk, but Ayaneo has a proven track record, so bear that in mind. Full body tracking is the holy grail of VR experiences. What if instead of just waving your arms about everywhere, you could wave about everything? Well, with HTC's latest trackers, you can. The Vive Ultimate trackers strap onto your body parts, or any object for that matter, and track them using inside-out tracking. This means you no longer need the intrusive and cumbersome base stations that older headsets have relied on. HTC are pitching this towards gaming, which seems like a no-brainer, sports training, motion capture, or industrial use. Right now, these trackers only support HTC's own headsets, but there should be support for Steam VR in the future, which should give wider compatibility. My excitement for this is a 7 out of 10. I'm by no means a VR aficionado, but I've played my fair share of Beat Saber, Superhot, and indie games. And while I did find these immersive, I'm sure that these trackers will add just that extra layer of immersion. And if you don't have a dedicated room for VR, then these trackers will be an excellent, non-intrusive alternative to the base stations. You can get these now for a spenny $199, or an even more spenny £209. Last, but certainly not least, we have an AI video generation tool from Pika Labs. Pika 1.0 allows you to input a text, image, or video prompt, and with a press of a button, create something entirely new. While it's not widely accessible to the public, what Pika Labs has shown off looks incredibly powerful. My excitement level for this is a 9 out of 10. Content creation can be hard, and sometimes your final product doesn't quite line up with your original vision. This might be due to a lack of knowledge of a specific area, or just time constraints. I think this tool has the potential to lower the barrier to expressing yourself creatively, without needing to know a dozen different tools. All you need is the idea, and Pika can bring it to life. Saying that, I really hope that this kind of tool isn't used and abused, and I really hope there isn't a future where this kind of tool is going to replace content creators, because that would suck. If you want to give this tool a go, you can join the waitlist now on pika.art. That's your Tech Digest for the week. What piece of technology excited you most? For me, it was the Pika Labs video AI generation tool. I'm very excited to see how it's going to empower content creators to let their imagination go wild. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.